we're headed off on the shuttle to the RPV open space areas, including the cliffs, the ocean. We're going to see a lot of sights and sounds. First step, though, is we got to hop on the shuttle. Let's get going. Thank you very much.
Take care. Enjoy the ride. Oh, watch your step.
Hi, my name is Juanita and I'll be your driver today. Welcome aboard.
Nice to see you.
Have a good day.
Okay, you all set? Okay. All right.
Take the seat, Damon.
Take a look at the shuttle, and Juanita is going to give us a VIP ride. How are you doing today, Juanita?
Doing great. How are you guys?
Doing okay, thank you.
Excellent. The shuttle runs every half hour. It takes 15 minutes to get to the end of the line and 15 minutes back. So don't miss me. I'll be going every half hour.
Beautiful.
This is your first time riding the shuttle?
Yes, it is.
Oh, great.
All right, so we're headed on the shuttle from the Rancho Palos Verdes Civic Center, which is also City Hall here in Rancho Palos Verdes. So we're basically just off of the cliffs here in Southern California. And this is one of the main stops for the shuttle, which, as we just learned, runs about every 30 minutes at the various stops. So we're going to leave this parking lot and then head over to the road and down to stop number 1.
Oh, that looks like a good place for picnic.
And that grass was just reseeded, so that'll be a very nice place to picnic in a few weeks. Today, so not quite a limousine ride, but close.
Large limo.
That's right, it is.
It just runs Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'll be here today, Friday, and Sunday. This is my first time as well.
Oh, welcome. We should be welcoming you.
Thank you. I just got back from medical leave, so
Oh,
excited
okay.
to come back.
So you can see by the picture here that some type you can see it off in the distance over there, actually the very close distance. This road coming up here that we're about to make a left turn on is Palos Verdes Drive. And this is basically the edge of the landmass here. See the ocean? Just a quarter mile from where we are right now. Okay, so the first stop here is what Juanita just mentioned, was the Point Vicente Lighthouse, and off to our right is the Interpretive Center, and to the left, that we'll just get a glimpse of in just a moment, will be the Point Vicente Lighthouse, which is a very...
Water.
very well-known site over there, currently owned by the federal government. And off to the right we have what looks like some type of camera club or a large group of wildlife photographers. Many of them have long lenses with camouflage patterns. The lighthouse over there for decades and decades was actually operating visually, of course, like the typical lighthouse is expected to, but now it is more of a radio beacon setup, more current with today's technology. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Pacific Coast Ocean right off the cliffs of Palos Verdes. Off in the distance, we see the island of Catalina. That's also a nice place to visit. They actually have shuttles between the Long Beach area, which is almost next door to where we are right now, Palos Verdes, and Catalina. Granted, they are water shuttles. Take about an hour to make the crossing to Catalina. So our next stop should be our stop, which is going to be Portuguese Bend. So it'll take us away from the residential areas here in the city. Okay.
Area for special vehicles and for special vehicles.
This used to be the strawberry stand location.
Oh, and then it turned into a flower stand, correct?
You are right.
Annie's or something
Right.
like that. I don't remember quite.
In Juanita, your next stop is basically the bottom of the preserve area?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll hop out here.
Very like, and I'll be back in half an hour. So
Okay, beautiful.
Right.
Okay,
Be close to the walking area.
beautiful. So here, I'll go first. Steep steps, so you may want to hold on.
Okay, I will.
Thank you, Juanita.
No worries. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back.
Okay. Thank you.
See you in a while.
All right. So that was our bumpy, very bumpy bus ride over here to the Porkages Bend area. And we're gonna head on over there and actually get into the area. The bus drops us off just a little bit of ways of where we need to be. So we'll see if we can, do you want to duck around here or do you want to walk up there?
Duck around
Okay.
here.
All right. Watch your step. So basically where the shuttle drops us off is the end of the public parking lot here at Porkages Bend. This is a public park that we see just along the edge of the cliffs. So that bus ride was pretty bumpy, huh?
Yes,
Yes.
but buses are.
Yeah. Yeah, that was exceptionally bumpy. It's right. I guess buses don't have any type of suspension. You know, that may be the rule of buses.
Maybe, Greyhound buses by
Right.
now do.
Right.
Like travel trailers have
Right.
them.
Do you see the field mouse? Oh, he stopped right now. There's a little field mouse
Yes.
running across.
Oh, he's quick.
Yeah. Yeah, to see a field mouse here is at this time of day is unusual, but because we're just getting into a transition in the vegetation here, it's just all it's not shaved down to the ground, but there just wasn't much growing at this point. This will all regrow very shortly.
Including the little bit of a path here.
Right, and the path they'll maintain.
It's nice with the rocks alongside, so you can tell this is the path.
Right, this is the path. Right. Right. Oh, he's way over there on the right.
That looks almost like there should be gophers there.
Oh, it does look like that there's a number of ground burrowing rodents here.
Oh, I thought that was another squirrel, but it may have just been a low-flying bird.
Oh no!
A few inches off the ground.
Oh no! There's a whole bunch of field mice here running all around. There's a whole bunch. See, there's one right there.
Oh my God! Is that fast?
Yeah. So there's a burrowing rodent there. Now I don't think I could track him if he comes out here.
Peekaboo, come out.
The gimbal holder that I have here would definitely track him, but I have to lock onto him first, and these guys, when they move quickly. So locking onto him would be kind of tough in the beginning. Let's keep walking. So with this open area, I wouldn't expect to see any of the long-eared rabbits, or certainly at this time of day, none of the larger four-legged animals. But just to see all these little field mice bouncing around, that's interesting. Yeah, so they make, for such a little creature, they make big holes. So what you see down there in the distance by the water there, that's basically Abalone Cove Beach. And down there are also the tide pools. Oh, it's very quiet. So we got out here today before the crowd. Definitely. They must be waiting for the sun to peek out from this marine layer, which it will
Is that a
shortly.
telescope I see?
Yes. Yeah. There's actually a couple. There's one lower down, a little further down the path.
bird was on the telescope pedestal.
Oh, well, he wants a better view. What you can't see on camera here is the you don't pick up on the salt air. It actually smells quite nice. Yeah, I would wait till another visit to do that, to where you could really get up to it.
Yeah, well, I lose my
Yeah, but you really have to get your eyes in there. I would wait till another visit.
I can smell the salt water.
Oh yeah, I was just commenting on that. Is you can definitely smell the salt water coming up. And what is that? Right along the rocks, almost all the way down, there's some colored something there. It looks too big to be a tent, but it could be, but it isn't natural, of course.
I'm not sure what you're seeing.
Okay, well, if you just look along the rocks on the coast, right along the ocean,
Oh, yes,
yeah, there's something there.
I was in the wrong angle to see it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's walk a little bit along the trail. See up here this side of the Palos Verdes Peninsula. Okay, so no jumping over. It says, "Don't climb." I guess
No climb over.
Over, but
climb in between.
yeah. So we should redo the signs. Yeah, yeah. It's just we don't want you to climb over the top. You know,
Right.
if you could come
It
over
should say, stay on this
this
side.
right.
I like the fence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks good for the area, and it's made to last a long time.
Right.
So we can see more tide pools over here on the right, so you should be able to see those. Yes?
And seaweed.
Yeah, right. Seaweed's further out, but if you look
Right.
right at the base of the cliff
Yes,
here,
I see them.
and there are lots of white birds down there checking out checking out what critters they can get a hold of, since the tide is out now.
It's very calm.
Yes. All right, well, let's get a little walking in as long as we're here. So this gimbal here is trying to keep the camera steady, but on the bus, since it was bouncing around so much, it had a hard time. Yeah, so those birds at the tide pools are the seagulls, because we have them right here in the graphic.
It's a pretty good graphic.
Yes, it is. All right. We'll keep following the trail markers. Yep. Nice view. There are a few people down there on the beach, way down there.
I bet the water's pretty cold.
I would say that's pretty safe to say that, yes. So if we drove down, we would end up down there at that particular parking lot. That's where we would end up. So we could do that and have something to eat down there sometime.
Are there tables down there?
No, but we can bring a chair. We can bring some chairs with us. Yeah, there's a couple people sitting on the lifeguard tower walkway. See some people sitting down there. Yeah, that would be a good place.
Yes.
But I wouldn't want to do it in this weather because we're just picking up the wind.
But in this weather, we wouldn't say it's so crowded.
Right. Were you watching the time for when we got here?
It was about 1:30.
Okay, all right. Well, let's get some walking in before the sun comes out, because at that point we'll want to take the shuttle back.
Okay.
Right. There's a difference between standing and enjoying the view and walking and enjoying the view. Yeah, this is much nicer without a crowd. Because even though the road is right up there, we hear the ocean louder than the traffic, which is a nice change.
So there's another path here.
Right, so this will take us back up to the parking lot. Let's look at this interpretive sign.
Crabs are the garbage collectors of the sea.
Yeah, they clean up the little tidbits that are left by everybody else. Pretty hardy creatures.
Interesting. Sea stars or starfish are not fish.
Oh, right. Yeah, but I forgot what class they're in. I don't remember what class they are.
Echinoderms.
Oh, because of their not a shell, but whatever their structures on the outside, I think.
They don't have gills, fins, or scales, and they can regenerate arms if threatened by a predator.
Oh, yes. All right. This area was replanted with native plants that are going to be coming in very quickly. That was just recently done. All right. Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, just the foam from the ocean.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
I want the bench right here. I want it high enough so I can still look over the fence.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why you go down there to where I was pointing out before, and we have lunch down at the bottom. So there is no fence. We're
Good point.
We're right there. They replanted a large area here. They got all this replanted.
They probably like a little rain for it to replant.
Yeah. Well, they have a drip system here.
Interesting. The
A water
trash
system.
can should be near the benches.
There are trash cans.
And near some of them.
Yeah,
They're
near
the tables.
near the
and not
tables.
Near the
Yeah.
bench.
That's okay because they're along the trail. And they're often enough to where you really have an opportunity to use them. You shouldn't litter. There's trash cans all over.
We shouldn't litter if there aren't trash
Yeah.
cans.
Well, that's certainly true as well. Okay, well, it's good that we didn't come on horseback. Can't do that.
Or bike.
Yeah, bikes is real hard because, especially with e-bikes now in the preserve area, you see just a small section here of the open space preserve areas, but across this bend, which we really can't see, is over 1,000 acres of open space area with trails, and e-bikes are coming in there left and right, even though they're prohibited, because the walkers and hikers can't get out of the way of an e-bike. Yeah, right. E-bikes are not allowed in those areas. It's just too dangerous. They move too quickly. Oh, and they even have a sanitizing station up here.
Excellent.
That's a good idea.
And what is this, a trail down to the water?
Let's take a look. Well, I think they want us to stay on the trail. Let's look at these interpretive signs, and then I'll look down there. Abalone Cove.
That's definitely part of the trail.
Yeah, it is the trail, right? But we'll see where it leads us.
Or where it leads you.
Okay. And the sanitizing station, and let's see what this trail looks like. Oh, if you just come over here, you get a good view. If you just come over to this point. So there's the lifeguard tower down there, so that's
Right.
about where we would park. Right next to the trash cans. And then that opens up to the beach, and tide pools on either side. Tide pools to the right, tide pools
What
to
is
the
that
left.
fenced area?
I think that's the Porkages Bend Club area, and for a while there was a school there, which is probably currently closed, but they may open it soon, I would imagine. You know, like a nursery school.
Or maybe that's restrooms.
No, that's part of the school building.
Oh.
You can't see the school buildings off to the left.
Oh.
You just can't see it there. But it was like a nursery school, and just a small structure. It's had different incarnations over the years. Yeah, so that's the road we would come down. You can see the asphalt over there.
Okay.
That winding road. Okay, so do you want to go down this trail over here and see what's over there?
I don't know if I want to go down or come back up. But I'll wait here.
You're okay. You'll man the trailhead.
Right.
Okay.
I'll see that no horses come.
Okay. No horses or e-bikes.
Okay.
But hikers are okay, and yes. Yeah. You stop the horses. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Whoa!
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. See if that works. Okay. Let's see.
Leg creek in the bottom.
Well, I'm not sure I'll go down there. It isn't that steep, but I will go down there. Compared to the other trails, this one is fairly well maintained. So this trail takes us down from the top of the cliffs through some of the native vegetation, which this area is known for, is preserving the native vegetation. Little bridge. Continue down the trail. Actually, compared to many of the trails here in the city, this is very mild. It's a smooth trail, wide, not steep. Have a helicopter coming by. A lot of sightseeing helicopters as well as aircraft come by this area, taking people from the nearby Torrance Airport, which is only about 20 minutes away by car, more in the South Bay area of cities, and they'll come over here and tour the coast. Good morning. No problem. You don't have to be sorry for enjoying the city trails.
Right.
Have a good day.
You too.
Since we are here early, we're beating the rush, so to speak, and that was the first person that we came upon on the trail. On a normal, busy, sunny day or a weekend, this trail would be full of hikers and walkers enjoying the view. Oh, that looks very nice. Ocean's beautiful. Calm. Very relaxing. All right. And the sign coming up here, the signpost, reminds us about the danger of rattlesnakes, because this is rattlesnake country. And so it is well known to have rattlesnakes in these areas. This one last section of the trail is probably one of the steepest. There we go. And you can see this is a closed off road that we're on right now. The trail basically goes down here for beach access, but you can see this isn't widely used by vehicles, so it's pretty bumpy. Oh, there just went one of our wild rabbits. And there are hundreds and hundreds of those little guys throughout the city. Looks like we're following the guy. Okay. So if we're actually going to use the beach, and yes, people do use the beach, I wouldn't imagine today, as we were discussing earlier, it is a bit cold, and that ocean temperature would be a little bit chilly. See inside this school facility here, currently closed. I would imagine that will reopen fairly soon. We're coming upon the people who are sitting on the edge of this lifeguard tower that we saw from up above. Behind us, we have the county lifeguard coming in here. This would be a post for them. as we head down to the beach. Oh, you can see the tail of this little squirrel right there. He's just enjoying the beach like we are. We have a jogger down there, and we can't, I don't believe we can quite see Judy up there at the top of the trail. Right where the fence line ends, that's basically where the trail started, and she's standing up there, but I think she's just off to the right a bit to where we can't see her. Beautiful shot looking down the coastline. Bit along here. Little litter. I guess we just can't get rid of people not taking care of their trash. It's not too much here in this area, fortunately. Most people that come to the open space areas in Rancho Palos Verdes understand that what they pack in, they pack out. Up there she is, way at the top up there, waving. It looks like our lifeguards coming to work today. It may seem silly that we're manning a lifeguard post on a day like today when no one is here, but that no one is here will change shortly as soon as the sun comes out. That we have a lifeguard vessel out there in the water. Yeah, so she's going to work for the day, watching over us, keeping us safe. But there'll be plenty of people down here shortly as soon as the sun comes out. This area is not just frequented by locals, but everybody in the Los Angeles region, in the basin here, come to this area for being open. It's close by. You can get out of the city, so to speak, without going too far. As we look up the coast, just beyond where we can see would be where marine land was. You can kind of see on the very tail left end of the land outcropping there. That's Terranea. Terranea took over the property that marine land was on, marine land of the Pacific that was here for a number of decades, years ago. Beautiful place to visit, very calm, almost soothing listening to these waves break. We have lots of little creatures. There's another field mouse running through the bushes there. Hi, Rick. since you still have a marine layer here, Catalina off in the distance is not as clear as it normally is. Normally it is crystal clear and it almost looks like you could touch it. You can see the lifeguard boat testing its fire water pump apparatus. All right, we'll start making our way back up the trail. Always easier to come down the trail than it is to go back up for some reason. Good morning. How are you today? Doing well, thank you. What hours is this this location manned?
At 10.
10 o'clock, and on what days?
I think every single day of the year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
And then there's another tower right over there, and it's only seasonal.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Enjoy your day.
Yeah, you too. Beautiful out.
Okay. All right. So we'll head back up to the top, up that area. You can't even see the trail that we walked down through that vegetation. Okay. Good morning. Yeah, now coming down, it doesn't look that steep. Going back up, you start looking at even this section, which is road, looks a little steep. We'll head down the other way next time. Not today. Anyways, really the way we went down is where the public trail really is. Just beautiful. Even with this being one of the not as difficult trails here in the city, this one can get your blood pumping a little bit. The city has miles and miles and miles of trails thanks to the Palos Verdes Land Conservancy that maintains all of them, and some of them are completely flat and accessible. Some of them have gentle slopes, very mild, type walks and hikes. Some of them, of course, medium, and then some of them are very difficult. So you definitely want to be in shape for those. Someone along the path here. Good morning.
You making this look so easy. We sitting here sweating. You got on pounds of clothes.
Oh, yeah.
And you look like you
Yeah, you know,
that's fully clean.
yeah, you're right. I appreciate you saying that, and I'm thinking, why do I have these pounds of clothes on? Are you coming up or going
We're
down?
going back up.
Yeah. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
But it is quite a thing trying
And
to
this
get up
trail
this
is
hill.
a little bit easier than Del Cerro Park.
Oh, yes.
With Rattlesnake.
Yes.
A little bit easier.
Yeah.
But that
Oh,
one
this
is
one?
yeah.
Yeah. That one is a little challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't have the ocean on that one.
Yeah. That breeze is what's keeping this going. It's
Yeah.
giving me life.
Yeah, great. Well, enjoy your day. You picked a great spot.
Thank you so much.
So now we'll be seeing more people as we get further in the day. Good morning. Headed down to check out the beach. Very good. Enjoy your day. And there's Judy, our traveling companion for today, up there at the top, waiting, applauding just for the fact that I made it up here, because this is fairly steep. All right, we made it back up.
Lots of people, more people than I expected.
Right, and as soon as the clouds, the cloud layer thins out more, this will get crowded. All right, you made it.
Made it.
Yes, success.
Have a great one.
You too.
Better if the car was right here.
Yeah.
I've been reading the trail.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting. They're generic because there are no horses, but you have to yield to horses.
Oh, right. Some of the standard signage.
Right.
The standard verbiage. Yeah. So they are currently manning the tower, the lifeguard tower, right below us, because there's a lifeguard tower next to that nursery school. They're manning that, and the woman lifeguard today who got there, I asked her what time are they normally there, and she says 10 o'clock every day. And the lifeguard tower that is further down the beach down there is more of a seasonal thing, but we're coming into the season now.
So this is 10 o'clock every day?
Which that's what she said. So I don't know if that is in winter or what have you, but
I wonder if anybody actually goes in the water here.
I
Because
think
that's
so.
more of the beach.
Well, there is a beach down here. You just can't quite see it. If you look over here, you can see that there is sand.
Right.
It's not as wide as the beach to the left. That's more of a larger beach. But this is smaller because, again, now we're here at the Portuguese Bend Club access. So there is beach there.
Is there somebody in the water now?
That's the lifeguard he came from the boat.
Oh.
He came from the boat, so he's walking to the lifeguard tower.
Ah.
Yeah, he came from the boat. So they're training, I guess. That would be that swim is, I would qualify that as training.
Well, the boat was a lot closer.
Yeah. Well, good. All right. So the walk I did, going down is easy, of course, and it doesn't look that steep. As soon as I'm at the bottom and I turn around to look going up, say, oh, has some steep portions there. But I got my heart rate going, so I don't know how that benefits your heart rate, but let's keep walking. The rest of Abalone Cove park area here is relatively flat trails and very accessible. Very little incline. Yeah, this is the time to be here with very few people.
Right.
And that ocean is so
and
calming.
There were a couple of times when a wave broke and you could see from there all the way past the point.
Right.
And it was just gorgeous. I wanted it to keep breaking.
Wow.
At one point, it looked like the boat sprayed some water out.
It did.
The front.
It did. It was testing its fire nozzle.
Ah,
Yeah, so you're right. Good eye. They were doing that. Testing the pump and the nozzle and and there were lots of critters down there, squirrels, field mice, rabbits running all around.
rabbits at the ocean?
Well, because the ocean is going down to the ocean. The trail is very thick vegetation. It's not like this.
Okay.
It's solid, thick of trees and bushes and that are taller than me. So there's lots of natural habitat.
Lots of yellow flowers growing here.
Oh, the yellow
not
mustard.
So on the hill.
Right. Well, from a fire perspective, that's good that it isn't up
Right.
there on the hills.
Good morning.
Good morning. So there's some people in the parking lot that I see up there that are going down to the beach because they have on their backs, they have their beach chairs.
Ah,
They're bringing down what looks like a cooler, icebox with lunch. Yeah. So this will get busy. We did come at the right time. Yeah, these people are loaded with stuff. Picnic benches up here, and this area is open to dogs, but the beach is not. No beach in Palos Verdes is open to dogs, leash or no leash. All right.
just this little bit of an uphill got to me.
Right. You need to be doing this more often. It only takes a few days for all your gains to be wiped out. And at this point, I don't know if you're doing this even once a week, this kind of walk. Yeah, and yeah, it's only a few days. I know that's with me. Only a few days and all the gains wiped away. All right. Well, let's check out the parking lot.
Okay. Oh, look, I see a car.
Yeah, right. And this parking lot gets filled to capacity very often. You know, I would expect that later on today. Certainly going through the weekend. And again, we were here at the right time. And we didn't have to drive. We parked for free at the Rancho Palos Verdes Civic Center and took the shuttle. Abalone Cove Shoreline Park. So they have restrooms here. I don't know if the drinking fountain's operational, but I'll pass on that at this point, regardless of whether it's open or not. Oops. Oop. Excuse that little spin of the camera. Inadvertent. Okay. Okay, so we have some choices here. We can wait for the shuttle, go down to the next stop, which is where we drove to that one time. It's on the other side at the bottom of the large preserve area. And we can get off there and walk 2 feet, or you aren't going to walk this distance because it's going to get hilly. And we're on that side, so it's not like we can cross.
Okay.
We can do that, and then we have to wait for the shuttle to come back and pick us up.
Another half
30
hour
30 minutes.
or
So we're going there for 30 minutes, or we just take the shuttle back.
up to you.
That's
Or maybe we ask the driver to take a 10-minute break.
Oh yeah, I don't think so. It's her first day back at the job. I don't think she wants to be getting off schedule. Let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. Well, it's good they have a machine there, because it does get warm here when the sun
Right.
comes out. Yeah, some of this, I was going to say, has been here for quite some time. This at least is last month. It's not last year.
Right.
And it's just a general calendar. There's nothing
But it
listed
would
on there.
take 10 minutes
To
to
update.
it.
Yes. There's the shuttle information right there. Beautiful. Here's a larger view of the park. So we are currently up here on the left, kind of near where it says P. It says P next to the restrooms. Okay, so we understand that. That's nice. That's nice to put that there. So we walked, went down the Abalone Cove Trail, and there was a porta potty. That's how they're counting that restroom.
Oh.
Porta potty at the bottom, a lifeguard station. So that's where I walked. You walked this up here. So we could go up to the street here. So basically we're over here. We go crossing the street, and that's where the plaques, there's some plaques in a little turnout viewing area there. We could go there if you want and just see what this trail is, or we can wait, take the shuttle, and that takes us over here somewhere, and then they would let us off. Or we can just, instead of doing a multiple shuttle trip, we can just walk along this trail if we want to get a little more walking in.
Up to you.
Okay, well, let's walk along this
I
trail.
like the mileage signs.
So the chapel trail is 0.85, not 0.86, 0.85. And the beach school trail, which is what we would drive down if we had to drive you down to get to the bottom, they're saying is
Well, it doesn't say that one.
beach. Yeah, right. It does not say. Yeah. I mean, they call it a trail, but it's a road. Anyways, Yeah, beach school. Okay, so that's for the nursery school.
Okay.
So that makes sense. Beach school, and then there's beach. So from here, we could see all the way down here. This is the beach we saw all the way down with the tide pools, and we can't see on this other side of this area.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see if we walk up to the street.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, more people are coming. Let's walk on this side because cars are
Okay.
entrancing, coming in. Okay. Okay, so this little trail that basically is, technically it's a trail, but it takes us to the trailhead of another trail that's not right on the street, connecting two different areas. And again, this is Palos Verdes Drive south. These cars passing. Oh, it looks like we are just getting into the flowering.
Right. I was just
Of
thinking
these.
that.
Yeah, because we have reds coming out, yellows.
Right.
That'll look really nice on these. Yeah, these are even easier to see closer up. These are just starting to open.
Remind me not to trip into one.
You're
of
right.
these.
Right, they're right there. And across the street over there, you can just see the tip of the steeple. That's the Wayfarers Chapel. We'll go there on a different day. Basically nicknamed the Glass Church. It's in that group of trees there. It's a beautiful place. One of the early structures here in Rancho Palos Verdes.
It's well worth the visit.
You're right. It very much worth the visit. All right, watch your step.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised I didn't see more of these signs along the cliffs where we were walking.
Right.
Because it is not allowed. I'm surprised we didn't see these.
Oh, this is also fun.
Oh yeah, these are coming. Whoop, there's a couple very
Oh, I just saw something.
very plump squirrels.
Yes.
Whatever they're eating, they're
They're
getting it. Yeah, they're getting it. Oh, they're all over. The more I look, look at this guy down here just sitting there. So that looks like a field mouse. And there's one on the left.
Wow.
The one on the left has something in his mouth. Oh, there's two on the left. Do you see them there
Yeah.
along the
I
path?
do.
I don't know if we can get a decent focus on here.
It's like they're talking to each other.
Oh. I would say that's talking.
Right.
A little motivational
They were
talk.
communicating.
Yeah. Well, I think we're having a failure to communicate there.
Good point.
Yeah, that was. You're in my
They
area.
want to look at us.
So maybe on the scenic turnout, people aren't respecting, don't feed the animals. There's enough of an ecosystem here, they can take care of themselves, so maybe
Right.
that's why they're comfortable with
Well,
us.
I'm glad you're coming to look at me, but I'm not seeing you. So you might as well trim that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they're very comfortable with us. So I'm gonna look at these plaques that are over here. This is next to the scenic turnout.
It's a
Just
nice little seating area.
it is, and it's a good location because that's where the scenic turnout is,
Right.
and you don't have to pay.
This tree is really leaning.
Oh yeah, but it looks like it's been leaning for a long time. The
Right.
soil isn't broken or anything. You don't have to pay for coming to the scenic turnout, but the parking restriction is very short. Let's see what we have here. This plaque
From 2000.
yeah. So this is describing the Portuguese Bend area in general. Very large plaques. This one describes Catalina Island, which technically is Santa Catalina. There we go. Now we can get it all in one frame.
I like the waves in the middle with the mountain in the back.
Oh yes, that's good. All right, let's see what we have over here. This one's describing the habitat here in the open space areas.
This is almost long enough I could lie down.
Yeah, right. And now you could sit here and have your lunch here. You don't have a table, but there's plenty of bench space. If you didn't want to go down to an actual table, which they have down in the actual park area.
And I can watch the birds soaring over
Oh yeah. Beautiful.
and we shower in the dark.
Right. How is your shuttle time on your watch?
I have, it should be there now.
Okay, why don't we walk that way and let's see. So we'll either miss it or we won't.
Okay.
And if we miss it, we'll just walk a few miles to get back.
I'll hitchhike.
Hitchhike. Oh yeah, that's a safe thing to do these days. Okay, this is a step down.
Okay.
There's not even a lot of traffic on PV Drive today. I don't know where where everybody is, but this is it's nice. Oh, look what's coming out.
Oh no.
Oh, that's fine. Half hour. We can't expect her to wait. No. Oh, I did not want to force her to do that. She's just back at work. Oh, that is so kind of you. Thank you. That is so kind of you.
You have to wait a whole other half hour. So.
Right. I appreciate that, Juanita. We almost got the timing right.
Yeah, almost. I said, oh no, I know they were.
Yeah.
I figured you guys would be here because the gentleman that got on with the dog got off there. I said, oh, okay. We kind of all took an hour. He got off there and I'm like, oh wow, by 1 minute. I said,
Yeah. Well, your Sunday should be busier than today because it's a weekend, and hopefully the weather will be better. Yeah. Thank you. So yes, we're back on the bumpy bus.
I love hearing the ocean.
Now another stop to make for a different day would be the interpretive center, which we could be there for hours. Wonderful place to visit. Road that we're going up and down now. This is what we call the Portuguese Bend landslide area. The area to our left, we'll see a few homes, and then it'll just be open space area. Is one of the largest active landslides in the country, where the earth continues to move year after year after year. And the area has to be here because it cracks and physically moves from where it's supposed to be. So most of what we're looking at now is the preserve area. Just the end of the Portuguese, end of some of the housing communities, and you see all the open space areas, the hills. That whole area is actually sliding down so many feet every year. So the road, as a result, is a roller coaster, even though it's repaved, as I said multiple times every year. Where we're going is the next shuttle stop that's on the route, which is right over there on the other side of the street. We just passed it, but we have to go up here to make a U-turn. U-turn right over here. Oh, that's just somebody behind you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, hunky way to go around me, but I'm trying to get out.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You know, some of us honk for no reason.
We thought we were going too slow and they don't understand that axles on a bus, so we're bumpier than their regular cars.
Right.
So we're supposed to go to 35 or under, no more than 30.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't imagine. Yeah, I can't imagine you going faster.
Yeah, no, I don't want to go faster
Yeah.
as it is. I'm sorry that it was so bumpy.
Yeah. Yeah, so I noticed that this particular stop is not manned today.
No, the deputy was here earlier from the city hall, but I don't know what happened. He left like after about 9.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know what happened.
All right, well, I mean, this is still early in the shuttle program, so it takes time to get lots of riders.
Yes.
It takes time. Ugh.
Wow, and there's the.
Yes. So we can walk in there, but you'll end up encountering inclines there. There isn't much flat there. Miles of trails, but
Well, I prefer flat.
yeah. Yeah, it's woo. You can definitely compare this road to a roller coaster.
But people don't understand. They try honking.
Right. Yeah.
Better safe than sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Understand that now it's on a big vehicle over the road. Budweiser drink that was in front of us was going like 20 miles an hour. But I don't know if I've never really seen any big rigs out here before.
Oh yeah, they avoid this area.
That
Yeah.
was a big rig.
Yeah.
I know why.
Right.
Again, I apologize for this.
No problem. So we are headed back to stop number 1, which is where we got on, which would be the Rancho Palos Verdes Civic Center or City Hall, as it is commonly known. Yeah, it is. We definitely got the service today because, again, since it is still cloudy, we are again riding the bus by ourselves. Oh, yeah, we just missed the parking lot. The parking lot is already close to a third full. The parking lot where, when we first went there, the Shoreline Park parking lot had a handful of cars. They're already up to just about a third. Yeah, anytime you plan to go out there, it's good to go early if you find a park there and actually have an open spot. So Juanita, as people are going to be asking you questions, are you all set to answer all the questions that us writers are going to ask?
I hope so. What question do you believe that they'll be asking me?
You know, you know about the stops and the schedule, but I wonder if they may start asking about, oh, what's at the interpretive center? Why do I want to go there? You know, those kind of questions.
Well, are they handing out pamphlets? Because I haven't received one.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, something like that.
Because before, like when we had the house showings or garden parties,
Yes.
they would have pamphlets that
Yes.
in case someone didn't know what was going on.
Right.
But I also do know a little bit about Palos Verdes. Like on the first South Point Vicente, I know that is also, they have a museum there for the whole marine land and the turpentine center, like you were saying earlier. And
Right.
it's a beautiful lookout point where they've had a lot of different events there. And I know they filmed Pirates of the Caribbean right through there a few years back when they were filming. I got to see the scene where they were almost caught Jack Sparrow. And that was quite some time ago.
Right, right.
And they also filmed at the old marina site. They also have filmed Fun with Dick and Jake.
Oh. Oh, wow.
It's film specials, and I know that the other stop that we have is Avalon Cove. And right there, they have the actual cove where they filmed Charlie's Angels. And they were coming out with to save. They're going to go in to save. What's his name? Cosby. And that was in the movie. And I also know that it's beautiful there, and there's a lot of beautiful cliffs and stuff, and a lot of scenic areas they could walk through there. Now the last one on this side, the number 4, which is I believe it's called Portuguese Bench.
Yes.
And right across from there, I know they have a sanctuary
Right.
area where they have different natural settings and animals preserved there.
Right,
That's
right.
all I know. And back to the city hall.
Oh, that's good. You got a little bit from here and there, which is good from each of the locations. That's great.
Yeah, it's been some time ago where I drove a bus and I helped film a movie called Fun on Earth for HBO. I never saw it, but I got to be part of it.
Oh, wow. So who drives the bus when you take lunch?
I have no idea. I'm hoping the supervisor will come and relieve me.
Oh, okay.
That's what the manager said.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just waiting for them to call me for my lunch.
Gotcha. All right, so we're headed up Hawthorne. We're just about at the Rancho Palos Verdes Civic Center, which would be our stop. That is where we got in. Coming up here on the right.
Well, thank you very much for riding with me today.
Oh, thank
Yeah, on
you.
this huge run that I started.
Good. Oh, yeah, yeah.
No, whack.
Yeah.
She used to work for the city hall, so I said, okay. So I'll leave you guys here because I have to go out.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Okay.
you very much once
Thank
again.
you, Juanita.
Anytime
We
I'll be
appreciate
here
it.
On Fridays and Sunday till further notice.
Okay, great.
Once you step out there.
And your shift is what, the entire shift pretty
I
much?
do the entire shift
Okay,
on Fridays and Sundays.
great. Thanks,
Well,
Juanita.
I'm so glad we were here on a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. Great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is
Thank
my first
you.
trip today.
Okay, have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so this is where we started out. We'll walk right up here. And we had a little look, a little bit of a shuttle ride, and a little walk in Parkajuice Bend. Hope you enjoyed it. We will catch you next time.